What I've seen over the last 30 years that I've been an investor is so many people living in an illusion about what it is to be a real estate investor. Like, they really just don't get it. I mean, yes, there's a lot of money to be made in this industry. There's wealth to be made and build in this business. And so many folks get in with this get rich quick, and there's so many teachers that teach that way that it draws people in, and they spend a lot of money for the courses and the coaching, and then they go out there and they don't have the support, they don't have the guidance, and they get themselves in trouble.
Hi, my name is Melissa, and I wanted to share my experience working with Deb over the course of the last 6 months. She is making all of my real estate dreams come true. 6 months ago when I started with her, I had no real estate investing experience. The only real estate experience I had was that which I had acquired through the purchase of my own personal residences over the years. But I always knew that I wanted to invest in real estate for retirement purposes, and I've always loved real estate. But I just had no clue where to begin. So when I was introduced to Deb, I started taking her course, and then we had weekly calls and then her online course. And right off the bat, I was impressed with how savvy and smart, but also generous and kind she was. That comes through with the stories that she would tell about her and her employees and her tenants. And I also saw that for myself firsthand. And I just think she does that so beautifully, how she marries this strong, savvy, powerful businesswoman with this kind and generous heart that she has, and she does it so beautifully. Well, let's talk real results. So, I told you where I was 6 months ago, and today I find myself, I own 6 units, a duplex and a fourplex, and the fourplex in particular, like, if I could have wrote down exactly the kind of property I would want to own, it would have been this one, but I never would have thought it possible for myself, like, just within this time frame of 6 months that I could have this property. But through her coaching, I ended up contacting the owner of this property that I had been looking at for a long time, just, from a distance, as I would drive by and would be like, that property is so cool. But through her coaching, we contacted the owner, and he'd wanted to sell it. He just hadn't taken the time to list it. And again, with Deb's coaching, I worked through all the negotiations with the owner. And right now I'm working on the renovations, and it's mine. I'm so excited, and I just can't, it blows me away when I think 6 months ago, I never would have thought this possible for myself. But that's what Deb does. She helps you craft a vision for your future, and she helps you achieve it. She gives you a clear plan and direction of how to achieve it. And if you are thinking of working with Deb, I would 100% say do it, go for it. She's amazing.